I've spent the majority of the last 25 years self-employed, but recently decided to do something I swore I'd never do again: work for someone else. Why would I give up the freedom to work for someone else again? What considerations should you make when deciding to work for yourself? And will I ever go back to working for myself again? I've had experience working for Fortune 50 companies, startups, and my businesses, and I wanted to give you an honest breakdown of the pros and cons of both. This is the advice I wish I had gotten before I got started in entrepreneurship. Number one, autonomy. Being the captain of your own ship. Having control over what I work on and who I work with were two of the primary driving factors for me. Independence is a driving force for many people who are fed up with who they work for, and was always something I was striving for. For many people, the idea of working for themselves is the American dream. In a survey conducted by LinkedIn, interest in working for yourself was strongest for parents, low earners, and those 35 to 54. Income played a factor in responses, with those who earned less being more interested in being their own boss, which makes sense. 62% of people who earn under $50,000 responded that they'd like to work for themselves, while 53% of people who earned $50,000 to $100,000 and 43% who earned over $100,000 per year said the same. The data is eye-opening, and it shows the importance of the season of life you're in. But as you get older and your earning power goes up, it can impact your decision to quit a high-paying job, which is basically the golden handcuff scenario. Full autonomy is a lie. The fact that whether you work for someone else or yourself, you still have someone to answer to. If you're the business owner, you've got a customer to answer to, and if you're the employee, you've got to answer to your manager or the boss. Hi, my name's Tom Polifka. If you're new here, I'm on a mission to help decode money so you can make more, keep more, and grow it. We all want more money, but first we must learn more about it to have more. My goal is to share what I learn and what I already know with you in the hope that it helps you decode how money works. Number two, purpose. Doing something that matters and being a part of something bigger than yourself. We all strive for our purpose in life. We all want to be successful. Viktor Frankl wrote in A Man's Search for Meaning, "Don't aim at success. The more you aim at it and make it a target, the more you're going to miss it." For success, like happiness, cannot be pursued. It must ensue. And it only does so as the unintended side effect of one's personal dedication to a cause greater than oneself, or as the byproduct of one's surrender to a person other than oneself. In late 2021, I was searching for something different. I think a lot of us were after the pandemic. Having spent the last decade running an online business from home, and then the isolation of 2020 and 2021 was making me stir crazy. It was then that I found a new interest, blockchain technology. When I looked into cryptocurrency and the use cases for blockchain, I started to realize that there was something big about to happen, almost like the next internet. It brought back memories of the late 90s when the internet was just becoming a thing. Dial-up internet, AOL email, you've got mail, and websites were the latest craze. I even remember a business project I had in senior year of college where I learned of a new tool called Google. Yes, I'm a nerd. As I went down the rabbit hole of blockchain technology, I found a small company building games on the blockchain. I became ingrained in their Discord community and started to get excited about where this was headed. The concept of owning assets in a game, it was mind-boggling. The company started to work with other big names in the entertainment industry, including games, film, and music. It was so exciting, and I saw the opportunity to be a part of something bigger than what I had already been doing myself. So I joined the company. I became an employee. Keep in mind, my identity was an entrepreneur, not an employee. For years, I would tell my friends and family that I would never work for another company ever again. Well, you can change your mind. This was a chance for me to do something bigger than myself, to be a part of the next internet, to say I was there building the foundation of blockchain entertainment. That had a certain draw to it for sure. Will I ever go back to working for myself full-time? We'll see. What would I miss the most? The people. Number three, people. It's lonely as an entrepreneur, especially in online business as a solopreneur. I missed the water cooler talk, and not many people understood what I did. And heck, some of my family and friends, they thought I worked for the CIA. They had no idea. I'm not the only one that feels like I'm on an island. Nearly 1 in 4 people in the world translates into more than 1 billion people feel they're very or fairly lonely, according to a recent Meta Gallup survey of more than 140 countries. If you do become self-employed, be sure to surround yourself with others who are doing the same thing. This will help you get through the tough times, because trust me, there will be tough times, especially when your spouse, parents, and friends just can't relate. A great example of this was Jason Alcott. He's another YouTuber that reached out to me after watching one of my videos. We got on a call, talked for a bit, and we have a lot in common. And now we have another friend that gets the challenges of making YouTube videos, and only a YouTuber would understand. Be sure to check out Jason's channel below. This is also why I loved hosting the Curious Hero podcast. It allowed me to talk business with other entrepreneurs, connect with like-minded individuals, maybe like yourself. This was a big factor in deciding to work for another company. I missed connecting with people who could relate with the challenges and successes that I faced. Speaking of challenges and successes, number 4 is money. There's no better way to become financially independent than to start a business. This doesn't mean it's easy, but at least you can see exponential earning potential when you work for yourself rather than someone else. Don't get me wrong, there are high-paying jobs that make 6 and sometimes 7-figure salaries, but these are linear earning positions. Lawyers, doctors, engineers, and managers can all earn high salaries, but not without spending years in education and getting promotions. Business owners take the risk of starting a new venture, so they are rewarded when that risk pays off. Likewise, if the business fails, they are the ones who lose the investment. A great example of this was an affiliate marketing offer. I would drive traffic using paid ads. There was a big upside potential in this offer, but also a lot of risk. It was common for me to spend between $3,000 and $5,000 per day on Facebook ads, with sales that could generate between $4,000 and $8,000 per day. This could net me $25,000 to $50,000 per month if I did it right. While it may sound simple to spend $1 and get back $3, in reality it was extremely risky. If the sales didn't keep pace or if the website went down, I could lose thousands per day. Also, as an affiliate, I didn't get paid the same day, so I needed to make sure that I could float those advertising costs until I was paid by the company for selling the product. This could be weekly or monthly, depending on the company, so you had to stay on top of your game. When you work for a company, they may offer incentives to align motivation for quality work in the form of ownership or profit sharing. It's also not uncommon to see companies offer 401k plans in the US to help with retirement savings. This is great, but generally this is going to take years or decades to achieve sizable returns. We live in an incredible time where we can start any side hustle from home, which could turn into a full-time business if we did it right. If you want to control your income potential, you should be your own boss. Number 5, additional considerations. Job security. Self-employment relies on you finding that next contract or selling the next product. As an entrepreneur, you must become comfortable with being uncomfortable. When you work for another company, keep in mind everyone is replaceable. This is very apparent in startups. If you think you're irreplaceable, you are mistaken. Health insurance. In the United States, this is a very important consideration for those looking to leave the corporate world and start their own company. There are options, but expect to pay more and have more work when it comes to getting those medical expenses covered. My wife and I, we experienced this a few years ago when neither of us had health benefits from an employer. We ended up using a health share plan called Liberty Health, which provides coverage for catastrophic medical expenses. It worked for us, but it was a big pain when trying to get those reimbursements for doctor visits, and it could take months, if not longer, to see a check. Show your kids resilience. One of the best things about being self-employed as a parent is the lessons it teaches your kids. Entrepreneurship comes with a lot of challenges and a few wins. This helps your children see how being resilient can pay off. It also shows them that you can do anything if you put your mind to it. I hope this video helped, and if you're looking for the next step in starting your business, I'd recommend watching this video. I cover the 5 best purchases to increase your income, and the first one is something very important every entrepreneur needs to have. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.